all the religious leaders in the house, the bishops, the reverends, the priests, the canons, in all your capacity, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you on behalf of Sexual Reproductive Health and Rights Alliance Uganda.
The theme for this dialogue is harnessing the role of religious leaders in addressing health challenges faced by young people amidst the COVID-19 pandemic.
We are so excited to have this first interreligious dialogue 2020, and we are hoping that we shall build on this to make it an annual reflection for the religious leaders to think about their roles in supporting young people to grow when they understand their sexual reproductive health and when they can be able to protect themselves from the risks that are therein.
This discussion to focus on what we can do than what we can't do, because we want to see that we come up with actionable points or actionable solution towards the issues of young people that are coming up in this dialogue.
The young people are actually blocked from us. They cannot speak to us because all we have is judging them. But if we can open the doors, let's open the church, let's open the Muslim doors in regard to issues that particularly relate to the young people.
And the little time that we have as church leaders to speak to the young people, in as much as one of the facilitators said that we have, most of the schools are faith founded, but do we have time to address the young people as church leaders in those schools?
If we don't harness the position of different faiths, then we get contradictions. So consistency with their values and principles, but working together as an interfaith family is very key.
We also need to strengthen and support the applicable or suitable norms and values in our society.
We also have to learn the language that is required to reach out and to impact on the young people. If a young person comes to you and says, I'm pregnant, what is your first reaction?
The curriculum has changed. I wish, as the priest was appealing, that we should also be involved in the schools. Let also, I think, the curriculum, especially of the religious education, go back to the old one, because the other one was teaching people moral behavior.
The schools are addressing one aspect of a human being, and that is the academic part of it. That you are getting boys who are morally dwarfs, spiritually dwarfs, socially dwarfs, academically giants. And so somebody who is academically giant, morally a dwarf, spiritually a dwarf, socially a dwarf, is worse than even the devil himself.
But just to say that as we discuss issues around adolescent health, we shouldn't forget adolescents and young people in the special areas like refugee camps. I know maybe those of us here are not affected by that area, but there are so many who keep crossing, and you know how Uganda is a welcoming country.
And not only that, we as religious leaders ought to render counseling services to the many that have already been affected by any of these calamities. We need to render counseling service.
As religious leaders, we have to be exemplary. What do they see in us that they want to copy so that they can be shaped?
Let us organize a mission week for all the youth, which fall under adolescent stage, and we teach them how to overcome pregnancy and her marriage.
Let us have a combined effort. Let us have that effort. I love the recommendation of Father when he said that we have the skill, bring the skill, train us so that we can handle the children who are in our care. So I think that is how we can strategize.
We are hoping that this will be a journey that will start today, and we can build on this to do much more working with you, our leaders, our spiritual leaders, to help the young people in this country.